Hi, so I'm Lily from Body Mind Care, and so I want to do this video. So it's part of my emotion release workshop that I've started, and so this first course basically is about the brainwave. So I wanted, before talking about emotions, I think it's important for you guys to understand all the brainwaves that we have during our day and also during our lives. So I've done like a board for you to understand a bit better. So basically we have, well, this one is a bit different, but we have four different brain waves. And so I start with the first one, which is called the delta, which is basically the deep sleep. So it's the most, so you can see the curve is really the low one. So when we are in a deep sleep, and also when we are born between 0 and 2 years old, we are mainly into delta brainwave. And so what happens is when we are during the delta, we don't have any critical thinking, or really few, especially when we are babies. So basically everything that is happening, we're just gonna enter to our subconscious, and we will not do any editing or anything. So we just absorb, okay? And then between age of 2 and 6 years old, so it's about that, we are into what is called theta brainwave. So this one is the brainwave that is, so you start to have a bit of analytic mind, but not too much. So you are still very much so a sponge, and you absorb everything that is happening in your life and around you in your world. So it's really critical time, because we are still open to imaginary world, and we are still very much so into our inner self. And so what's happening around us, we started to develop some filters, but we don't have that many. And so basically when you're young and I don't know, like you're 4 or 5 years old, and you have someone telling you, oh, look at you, big fatty, or oh, you're so ugly, this is something you won't have any filters, and so you're just going to take it directly into your subconscious, and you're going to start building some response to protect your protective responses, basically. And so sometimes this is why it's really important this one, the theta. It's usually when you are going into hypnosis. This is where we are going into, because we can access the subconscious mind to find the emotion that is attached to the primordial memory. So yeah, that's really important one. And often it's something that we forgot, and we created like a mountain out of it, and it's actually just it's the way how we process the information, okay? And so after that you have a little bit faster one, the alpha brainwave. So it start when you are around 5 or 8, like between 5 and 8 years old. So you really step into the analytic mind, and basically you are still open to imaginary world, but less and less, and so the brainwave is getting a bit faster, and yeah, you really start to be on the analytic mind. So like in a day-to-day, if you close your eyes and you just listen to my voice, or a music that you really enjoy, you will be on this alpha state brainwave, okay? And then you have the fourth one, which is the beta, which is the fastest one, and really it is created between 8 and 12 and onwards, up to now, or adult age, okay? So it's really when the critical mind step into, and I haven't put into this board, but you have 3 of the state of the beta, you have the low, the mid, and the high state of brainwave. And basically, so the low, it's, you know, usually when you're around 8, 9, 10, and then more you're getting adult, more you are going through the high beta. So basically, it's, you are always onto the analytic and thinking, and it's also the stage on your life, you know, when you're just before about going to teenage time, where your conscious mind and your unconscious mind or subconscious mind will just be separated. You will stop. You know, for you, everything that is imaginary, it doesn't exist. Why should I think about that? It doesn't resonate with me. Like, I'm a thinking person. Like, fairies doesn't exist. Okay. So it's basically what you start to think, and on the high beta brainwave, and it's the one that is the fastest one, and it's also this one that is called the fight or flight reflex. So when you are in a dangerous situation or something, you are going to be activating this one. So it's the stress one, and unfortunately in our life, with the life that we are living right now, we are very, very often under stress. So to pay the bill, to make sure our kids are well fed and they have clothes, and that we all can go in holidays at some stage, at least once a year, you know, at work, the tension, or the pressure from work, or the society, etc. So we are always under stress, and what happens is, when we are always under stress, we're gonna start, so we're basically always under this high state, and we will start to produce physically, chemically, substances that are really not good for us, and this is how disease or burnout can come out. Okay, some people are doing ulcer because they are so stressed and they can't even digest. It really affects the physical body. So so basically those four are the most not important, but the main ones. Okay, so the gamma one is a bit different. It's a really, really high state of brainwave, but it's actually a sort of a hyper focus. So basically, if you are it's linked to the elevated state of mind. So when you feel like compassion, love, and caring, it's when this actually brainwave will activate, and so it's quite a different one. So basically, it can be, you know, you can be in theta brainwave and suddenly gonna activate the gamma one. So that can happen also in a deep hypnosis session also. Okay, so why that is so important for you to understand is, well, obviously every day, you know, we are changing, and our brain wave is fluctuating. So when we sleep, we all are going to go into delta, and before going into delta, we're going to start from beta, alpha, theta, etc. Okay, so we're just going to lower the brain wave to calm down the mind. So why is that important? Because in hypnosis, it's a self relaxation. It's a self. It's you. I'm just here to guide you, to help you to go back into this slow state brainwave, so you can access yourself to your subconscious, because it's your subconscious that is holding all the keys. Okay, so it is quite magical, and I thought that maybe it can be interesting for you to understand in a different perspective. So I've been studying in different places, but there is one book that is really, really is one of my Bible. I really love him. I'm listening a lot of his videos on YouTube, and so it's Dr. Joe Dispenza, and so basically I took it from this book, Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself. here we are. So yeah, he is doing a lot of research, scientific research. Okay, so it's not coming from a fairy tale, right? That is based on research, and the work he is doing is actually, because he's doing a sort of a workshop for people to change themselves, to empower themselves. And so he's done a lot of tests with putting some EEG on the brain, and checking on the brainwave state when people were in meditation and when they were having their aha moment. And so yeah, just if you are interested, you can read this book. It's really amazing, and there are so many more, but yeah, this is one of the first one. So if you have any questions, or you would like to have a bit more details, you can contact me, or you can send a link, or leave a comment. All right. So yeah, next time will be another subject. I don't know yet what it's gonna be, but yeah. Okay, bye.